Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, I thought I was going to record this a little earlier, but probably gonna get maybe a couple more defense matches today, we'll see. Maybe even during the recording, but this week we did alright in Ether Raids, did pretty solid on offense, aside from a few hiccups like you saw in the most recent second most recent AR video, I forget, but yeah, other than that, we're looking pretty good. Of course, they're going to be expanding Ether Raids tiers up to 27, but next season for sure our goal is to get into tier 21 and above. We can probably get above tier 21, maybe even up to about 23 or 24. I believe every tier above 21 is only 400 lift apart, so it's technically feasible, I think, for me to get slightly above that, especially since we're going to get more matches, because the ether you get from destroying ether structures definitely accumulates quite a bit once you get multiple matches in, because even now I think I get like 21 ether a match. Let's get started on this, by the way, because this is going to take a long time. Like most of these videos, we did alright this week, nothing too special. The beginning was oddly successful, and then as the season calmed down, people finally started getting matched up with me. People who knew what they were doing started getting matched up with me, so that's pretty cool to see people finally casually getting matched up with me and I obviously get shredded, but yeah, there's not much I can say about Ether Raids at this point. Getting up to tier 27 is basically impossible without blessings. Here they test the Bolt Trap, and that's fine. They decide to not go full aggro there, which is okay. Lets me heal up, but they obviously know which trap is fake now at this point. So they go in for the quick attack here, and they go in for the Gale Force play. But of course, in doing so, they take a lot of damage. Not sure what they were planning to do there. Of course, they were trying to set up Wings of Mercy, but they leave their units kind of there to get murdered. So, not entirely sure what they were trying to do there. What was I saying about Ether Raids before I started getting into these replays? Offense? Was it all about offense? I can't remember even. They just go ahead and take the kills here. It was probably the first match, so they didn't need to grab the ether structures. Nevertheless, we got 2 kills there, which was pretty good. Only a plus 10 air there. Okay, this person does not have 3+1, so my team looks kinda scary, but not really. Pretty solid setup. Not amazing, but pretty decent. But yeah, on offense, I definitely need to improve the consistency of my teams. I recently added replaced Veronica's seal with res tactic instead of defense tactic, because I noticed that I was getting out-crept on chills for like res on Nino versus air. So some AI shenanigans here lets us pick up 2 kills, but that's unfortunately all we're going to get, I believe, because Azura's gonna move first, so we're gonna get some derpy shenanigans. That they surrender there, so probably could have gone maybe another kill, a few more. But this person, I'm pretty sure you can tell their strategy. Same deal, no level 3+1, so again my team has some bonus stats to work with, which is nice. But yeah, I need to definitely work on my defense setup, because they're nerfing this map in the next update, which is coming in tomorrow, or I don't know what it's technically not tomorrow. I don't know how to explain it. So the maintenance is happening today because it's past reset, but then it's I don't know. But here they test the trap here and they go all in here, leaving their units kind of stranded there. Not sure what they're trying to do there. They just get their Cecilia murdered to Nino. And Nino barely misses the kill on air, which is super feels bad. But they leave air in range anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. If Nino lived though, we would have gotten more kills, I think. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? It was already pretty much a wreck for them right here because meme shenanigans, stalling out again. They decide to just leave Ophelia in range, which obviously is not a good idea. We're gonna get dance here. Meme reposition. I mean, at this point you can kind of get the idea of what my team does. And a lot of people definitely have figured out the weaknesses of my setup. They're very obvious, I do have to say. If you spend a bit of time to think about it, and you know a bit about how the AI... You don't even need to know the complex stuff most of the time, but you can kind of see what these people are running at this point. Again, the level 3, I don't know why people really don't like the healing tower. I personally don't too, because it does screw up Nino's vantage. Other than that, it's useful for just passive healing, which is nice if you're trying to stall, or just get healing if you get bolt trapped for like 30 or 40 damage. Because there are people out there who have done that. Here, unfortunately, there's Loki and Tactics room, so we're gonna get wrecked here pretty much. I might run in a Cisco and Veronica again, but then of course the trade-off is then you can't, I don't know, it's very iffy. Here they go for the kill on Legendary Lucina, to protect their flyers, I'm guessing. But they go for this play. And unfortunately, we're going to get the immediate dance there, so we're not going to get any funny shenanigans. And we're not going to be able to counterattack, so we can't use Vantage. And pick up the kill there of Cecilia. Pretty simple play here. Now they can just stall out with Cecilia, no big deal. While they grab the ether structures real quick. Zero here is going to double proc Luna, miss the kill, feels bad, man. That's usually the case. I do miss out on kills quite a bit. But I don't know. Just if you play it right, the moral of the story is if you play it right, you can get a really easy win. I mean, you can kind of see at this point what my team's weak to. A lot of people running Noe and such. The classic Noe. Noe honestly is not that good. She needs a lot of buffs to be decent. Her main source of being decent is her HP stat. That's honestly it. Because everything else is average Joe if you want to be a tank. She can get 40s pretty easily. So obviously with buffs you can perform a lot better. But I don't know. Here they go for the buffs. And Nino's not going to be able to pick up the kill here because we don't have enough attack investment, obviously. We don't accelerate a special or anything. Nino actually lives, which is a funny troll. Veronica can't pick up the kill. But, Noe's going to get a small heal here. And then wreck Lilina from Guidance. A blue tank really shreds my team because I don't have much to counter it. So at this point, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen here. so we can't get any guidance play or anything. Nino just rallies for the trolls. At this point, though, we can't really do much. And they'll just wait for Nino to get the heck out of here. And there's Noe right there. And Nino doesn't have a close counter. So, feels bad, man. But, that's the problem with running Fury. the few times that I need close range countering, I don't have it. Of course, if I don't run Fury, then I'm more likely to get doubled and killed or one round KO'd by like a Brave Bow Archer or something. So it's definitely difficult to balance all the memes together. But close counter would definitely be nice. I mean, at least this person isn't running escape ladder, am I right? But same old, same old. I mean, it's getting pretty old because the defense has not changed at all from week to week, because I'm just seeing what people like to bring. That's mostly it. I'm just gathering data from that respect, so I know what I need to tech against. Of course, the big problem is I only get to see one of their teams. So, you know, if I build a counter to the teams I see, maybe one of their other teams is designed to counter. So it's all in perspective. Here they just kind of leave their units in range. It's asking for a death sentence, obviously. I mean, I don't know what you would expect from this. Here we get some good kills. And we get Legendary Lucina to walk out, which is not the greatest. But I mean, that's part of the AI. You can't always get everything you're looking for. You kind of just go in for attacking here. Not really going to work too well. Veronica gonna wreck face. And Sheeta gonna wreck face. And then Lilna gonna wreck face. Alright, never mind. Yeah, there we go. I was like, all the shenanigans. So we completely shred that team, which is cool. Definitely terrible play on their part, just leaving their units in range, who obviously can't tank. I mean, if you maybe don't damage calc and decide to bait like that without checking, then sure, I guess. But when you don't do any of that, it's like, why? You go ahead and attack Nino here to aggro, and they get the attack onto Robin. I'm not entirely sure if they accounted for everything, but it seems like they did a decent job. You know, they get Veronica isolated here and a good heal on Levitain. Nino does pick up, Air does pick up the kill on Nino. The big thing I find is I need to figure out a way to counter Air, because she's inevitably going to be on a lot of teams. Of course, I have Legendary Lucina, but even she occasionally does get destroyed by the likes of whatchamacallit, by Air. Yeah, pretty standard. I mean, what am I gonna do? But at this point, they're really delayed on breaking stuff to get the ether structures, but they have plenty of turns, so I mean, it's not much of a concern. They can take their time here. And it'll be pretty easy from here. Hopefully, so I have this thing where my phone decides to go grayscale. So hopefully that does not show up in the video. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it's just the filter onto my phone. It's kind of like a red light, or like, it's kind of like how phones get rid of the blue light for you to ease the stress on your eyes, but it's grayscale. But as you can see, I mostly do well against low merge teams, and against super high merge teams I straight up lose. I mean, there's not much I can do. There's only so much I can do if I'm not going to like spend heroic grails to get a lot of infantry pulses to do something. It's just, nope, not gonna happen. But here they just have solid, I don't know if they plan out their turns in advance, but decent setup. They're just getting their ready for their dancer here. And Sarah's obviously going to do quite a bit. So they're basically all ready to go here. But this is like all super calculated play, so I appreciate this because they go for the chip damage here with Pain Plus. And they do this. This is just a solid play. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just solid play. Close counter advantage, all that good stuff. Of course, Micaiah is just going to be able to tank. Sheet is going to be able to tank. Like, it's just good play. I mean, there's nothing to be mad about this. They just have the stuff. My team does get wrecked advantage. That is something that inevitably does happen. Already Bearing coming in, but I mean, we're not going to do that much to Micaiah, so they get an easy sweep win there. Solid play, taking up a lot of turns to set up, but it was good setup. It wasn't just people doing things on the fly, which is good to see, good to see. Maybe they were doing it on the fly, but it looked pretty calculated to me. But that's my opinion, am I right? Dagger Breaker Cecilia, obviously someone does not like air. And some of the other dagger units, like Winter Cecilia, definitely can be annoying. But yeah, there's not much I can do on offense at this point. I'm kinda just doing things. I'm just doing my own thing on offense. If it works, it works. Otherwise, kind of whatever. Here they don't pick up the kill on Nino. But Cecilia Hardy Bearing wills, so that's pretty cool. Use of Hardy Bearing there. Now they're going to have Noe tank, because again, we don't have much that helps us out there. But they're going to get their Azura murdered here. And Future Vision coming in, but they have their flyers just out of range. Pretty sure that was calculated, right? See, sometimes I don't know if people actually calculate these things or if they just do it by just quote-unquote common sense, like this is what the average person would do. Or I don't know. But she's going to do quite a bit with Noe, but Noe has Vantage, so there's that. And it's pretty easy to clean up again from here. They can just get rid of air and just start grabbing the ether structures. Nothing too special. Lilina definitely does not carry her weight unless it's versus some green units. She just doesn't have the kill power, especially at +1, with minimal investment like mine. So yeah, definitely getting a lot more rematches now. It's probably because people see my fort level. Also starting to see more level 4 forts, but this team here is pretty nasty as well. Not much I can do here. They're gonna do a decent bait turn 1, you know, you think this is pretty safe, and then we get the dance here and Azura's gone. I don't know if people intentionally do that stuff, but your legendary Lucina gets one shot, which just feels bad. She would have picked up the kill, of course, if Tharja didn't one shot. Tharja actually does not kill in one hit because no real buffs, so she does have Bold Fighter though, and Lilina barely misses the kill. Epic feels bad, man. Doesn't matter in this instance, but I get a lot of those. It's frustrating, for sure. Now they have Air Up versus Azura, and Azura perfectly gets the kill. For once, I get a perfect kill. But they just decide to go end it before it gets worse. So that was okay. Then we go into this team. Here's one of the 4+1s, and you can see when they have the overwhelming advantage, in speed tiering, I'm just wrecked. I cannot do anything. Because one of the central memes is Nino having a crud ton of speed. And of course, people also use Smite, so a common way to deal with my real heavy trap where Legendary Lucina, someone would normally attack Legendary Lucina from, is just to smite them on there. So that's a common way. That's the main way I see people start the aggro if they can't just straight up one round KO like this. And they're only able to do so because they can double. So yeah, just leave Veronica in range. Not entirely sure what they were expecting. But Null C Disrupts coming in there. And then we just kind of get our units funneled in so they can pick up some free kills here. And again at this point, usually the dancer gets left behind in the back because of how I have my team set up. So again, we barely missed the kill for attack. We always miss the kill just by a bit. It's frustrating, but I mean, what am I gonna do? I need more merges on Lil, no, that's what, which means I need to summon Red eventually, but I'm saving up for Azura. I should have about, not Azura, sorry, Fiorm. I should have about, whatchamacallit, I should have about 1200 at least, I believe, before the end of April, which is when Fiorm comes back. I might go for plus 10 Azure down the line, I don't know yet. Definitely would be decent for scoring, just generally speaking. But of course, being bottlenecked to 170 BSD. So here Nino memes and lives two hits from the guy. I just want to point that out. The guy had a casual 64 attack and could not two-shot Nino. The memes too. Well, of course, the guy's bold fighters. It doesn't matter, but still funny nonetheless, in my opinion. I just like doing stuff like that. But we're gonna barely miss the kill here again, which feels bad. But what am I gonna do? I can't do it much. I'm going to get the dance off here. So basically their idea is go in with Jacob and wreck a lot of people, pretty much. That's the main moral of the story. Which, I can see this working for a few setups, but a lot of setups this will not work, for sure. I'm pretty sure this is only one of their teams where they see they can score the nuke, but Legendary Lucina just gonna casually do 0 damage. So they're gonna go ahead and grab all the ether structures and then finish the match. That person, Captain Hunt, I faced their team, and on their map they were in tier 21, so I believe they were in tier 21, so they had the chairs out, and I believe they had max top 3, like the maximum amount of weeks with top 3k, so obviously they're up there. Finally back in the top 3k. I like how all I needed to do is just get up to the next tier, and then all of a sudden with my decent play, I just easily get top 3k, no sweat. Another pretty decent team, of course. Another 4+1, so it's just not gonna end well. They're just gonna go super aggressive turn 1, which they can. They have tactics room. That's another thing. I see a lot of people running tactics room on the far right now. So originally I moved Veronica to the right side because a lot of people had the tactics room on the second to the rightmost row, and now it's the other way around. It's really funny. The mind games, I guess it's tier 20 meta. Maybe tier 19 meta was yeah, it was probably just tier 19 meta being like that. But here they're just gonna handle things with Corrin, just tank everything. Only able to kill with the special, feels dirt, man. Nino's not gonna do too much. Not gonna be able to double either, because I believe that's Dark Breath Plus, if I remember. I already forgot. And they have corn and stuff, so that's another common strategy. Use melee corn if ally support, get quite a bit of stats, so you can tank. Definitely helpful strategy. Tactics room here, allowing them to attack the infrastructure of Reinhardt without getting punished. So they can just get the easy win here. So yeah, I definitely don't know what to do next. I'm thinking of doing maybe Blade Tome Nino setup using Legendary Zera. I don't know yet. I don't think I can really use Legendary Zera too well because I don't know. There's too many different kinds of teams to handle. The big thing though is I gotta be able to handle tanks, and that's what I basically don't do. This Faye is quite interesting, but I mean better than the Snowy. See, Faye, the thing about Faye is unlike Noe, she actually has some decent res. So even though her defense is kind of low and stuff for general content, Faye's usually better than Noe in my opinion. Noe is just, oh gosh. I don't know what to think about Noe. Especially after I made her plus 10, I don't know. So yeah, they're just grabbing the ether structures and setting up and such. And then just gets the, get wrecked again. Well, yeah, at this point, excuse me, getting kind of tired. I always record all this stuff while brain dead. It's great. So it's super repetitive. I just have, but again, I record these videos for my own reference. If I want to reference replays later, I can, because I've recorded them and such. But recurring theme is I just can't kill tanks. And honestly, Noe's, again, mostly only tanky because of her HP. You do see, we do quite a bit to Noe in general, but it's just because she has a lot of HP that she's able to tank. So, HP tanks are pretty good in 2019. It's good to have a lot of HP, because you can always stack up bulk. And so as you stack up bulk, it's better obviously to have more HP on top. So here, this is someone that I know from watching streams. Ended up randomly running into my team from a random role match, which is kind of interesting. And, you know, just standard good play. Did I show this yet? Yeah. Just standard good play. I mean, I watched the VOD of the stream, and it seemed like there was like one instance where he got spooked by the AI doing something that he didn't predict, but I mean, it didn't matter. Still cool though to see the memes of AI. So we get the obvious rally there, and we get the kill there. So there was here Nino actually lives, which was also not I don't think was expected, but the main thing was he didn't expect Lona to draw back to allow Nino to attack. Thought there was just gonna be a rally. So memes, too good. But Tactics Room again on the far right, going to wreak havoc. I'm definitely considering moving my Tactics Room to the far right, but I do notice that having it on the second to the rightmost column is useful on Spring Breeze when you can funnel in range units onto that column. But for like starting setups, far right seems to be pretty good. I was having some trouble with some setups. I think I might have recorded one of the videos. It'll probably get uploaded. It's probably uploaded before this one. I don't remember. I don't know at this point because I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet. But I mean, I don't know, I guess if people really like watching these videos just to see what happens, it's mostly me just gathering data again on what people bring. Super big recurring themes. People love their flyers and their tanks, and especially blue. Blue's a popular color, and green, of course. I don't see many red tanks at all, so that's something important to consider. We get a guidance meme in here. I don't think they were expecting that at all. But of course we're gonna get destroyed from here. Not much we can do here. Leona just always gets one shots everything. Can't really do much about that. Nino barely misses the kill. And Legendary Lucina's not going to use Future Vision before Zora can attack, so Dirt Fest. So here I think at this point they just decide they gotta go for the kill, because they don't want to lose anyone. And last but not least, we have this match. Oh boy. And this team is pretty decent, I'd say so myself. I mean, they're basically, a lot of people run few structures so they have more space. With some maps you definitely need that extra space. I just personally clunk it up with structures because they do come in handy, especially like my level 3 Panic Manor. Although, I have been noticing, there's a lot of 51 HP units, so it's quite frustrating. And it's the bonus units, it's the bonus beast units. At least I think they're bonus right now. So it's kind of annoying on that respect, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You get out-memed by bonus stats. So, pretty normal stuff here, except Harden's going to get chips quite a bit, but I mean, nothing they can't handle. So they're just going to get Harden out of there using the power of aerobatics. Maybe just get some rally memes going in here. So the team stays relatively together. That's the meme intention of stall. Of course, I can't stall out these teams where they play well and they manage their turns well, because if people waste their turns, like say going after the ether structures, they're just going to lose units. Here we get the memes again. It's too good. So here they just smite Surtur, I presume to keep him safe from a potential dance. But here at this point, end turn, obviously eventually going to work. Luna's never gonna pick up a kill there, so easy kills. And now they just get a verse out of the way. Yeah, it's a pretty easy win from them there, but Harden did get wrecked. I don't know what to do at this point. I definitely want to try some, because the thing is, if I run, say, Legendary Zora, if I don't get an immediate punish off of a dance, or a sing, or Grey Waves, whatever you want to call it, if I don't get an immediate punish off, then it's likely that there's Panic Manor or maybe a Versa or something, and then my units panic ployed and they're just completely useless and really easy to kill. Sometimes you can give people a problem if they're unable to pick up a kill, an important kill with, say, a unit that's on the side that could go into attack. If they can't kill with that, then they have to waste the units that are closer to other enemies to kill, and that can definitely screw up some things. So I don't know. Blade Tome's not likely to pick up kills unless it's someone leaving their dancers in range or something. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do to modify my defense. I still have to be able to handle Surtur and stuff, which nowadays, if people don't use Surtur properly, I usually can handle them. So that's nice to see. Of course, it's kind of overkill having 2 Surtur counters, but you can never have too many, Kappa. But it's mostly because I don't have any real beast slots for my units, honestly. Sheeta does not have much. What does she have? Like Desperation? That's never gonna happen. Swordbreaker basically does not happen. And she never really lives long enough to, or she's never really in the breaker range either, so but healing tower helps out. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and if there's any more replays, it'll be tacked on to the end of this episode. So until next time, bye.